Hey folks, this video is meant for anybody that's interested in making their own personal schemes, maybe a one-off, or they want to just have the ability to make their own unique stuff that nobody else is running. Maybe you don't want to commission somebody, you want to do it yourself. This is a really cool tool that simplifies things and makes it a lot easier to learn. With all the advances in technology, it's pretty easy to throw a cool paint job together fairly quick. So I hope that you find this useful. I hope that's of some help to you. If it is, if you could please consider subscribing, maybe dropping a like and a comment. Let me know if you need any help with anything. If I skipped over anything, I truly apologize, but just wanted to shout out everybody that supports the channel. It does such a huge amount of help in getting my content in front of folks that love stock car racing. Those are the folks that I really want to attract to my channel. So if you love stock car racing, consider subscribing. I hope you guys enjoy the video. Howdy folks, welcome back to the channel. This is Buckshot Plays, and today we've got a little overview, not so much a tutorial, but I'll call it a tutorial. Just getting you orientated with the trading paints, the Paint Builder Pro. Super cool, simple program. It costs $23.99 per year. I am not sponsored or anything like that, so this is just my opinion and the research that I've found and little bit that I've looked into it. There is a whole community of artists that make paint schemes on commission. So if you want to reach out to somebody, maybe in a Discord, learn about who's out there. I'm still fairly new to this stuff myself. So when I get some knowledge, I'll recommend some people to you folks. But for now, this is geared towards somebody that maybe just wants to make their own personal scheme for a league or to run in public practices. Maybe you want something unique that nobody else is running, unique to you and personalized. So I'm hoping that by the time we end this video, you'll have your bearings and you'll have enough knowledge to go in and be able to sit down for a little bit and knock something like this out. So this is my custom scheme that I'm running in a new racing league that's running Wednesday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on Motormouth Broadcasting. It's going to be live streamed every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. And our first race is May 6th at Daytona and the O'Reilly's cars. Super fun group of guys that are all really chill and just want to have some good clean racing and build this league out and have some fun with it. So if you guys want to check it out, I'll link everything in the description for you. But this is what we ended up coming up with. And we did our own custom contingencies, own little race car sticker there. Give some love to Dale, of course, Mr. Greg Biffle. But I'm super happy with how it turned out. For the time I have put into it, I have maybe a couple hours max just messing around on here and getting used to it myself. So let's go ahead and dive in, take a look, and get our feet wet with the Trading Paints Pro Paint Builder. So first off, what is Trading Paints? Trading Paints is a really cool program that is made to work with iRacing that allows you to run custom schemes. If you're not interested in making your own scheme, there is more than a variety enough of schemes that are out there. Old Carson Hocevar with his recent win at Talladega, good for him. We'll go ahead and look at the car that we're working on today. We're focused on the NASCAR O'Reilly car, and you can see there is just about any paint scheme you could imagine. And then some. There's fictional schemes that folks come up with. We have ones with custom numbers on it that are true to the car. You can run your own sim stamp number from inside the game. And you can see here's some really talented folks. Plenty of options there. But what we're looking at today, you're going to want to go to Paint Cars. After you have your profile all set up, you have Trading Paints downloaded, which this is what it'll look like. This little program that you'll have to start up to sync your paints. Just going to minimize that. All right, so once you have your account set up and it's linked to iRacing, if you go into Paint Cars, and you click on Paint Builder Pro, what it's going to do is going to bring you to a screen where you have the ability to pay for a 1-year subscription if you want, and that was at $23.99. Again, I'm not sponsored. I'm not getting anything for this. This is just my own research and what I've learned. So I'm somebody that didn't really want to invest the time to learn GIMP or Photoshop. I just wanted to make some paint schemes. So this is a great option for folks that have some graphic capability as far as artistic talent and whatever goes. Although it's really not necessary. I mean, there are folks that will use AI to generate different designs and whatnot. And then another cool website that I'll just share real quick with you folks. I'll link this in the description. Here's an example of a piece of AI generated art that we had made. And this had a green background on it. And when I tried putting it on the car, obviously that clashes with the base paint, so it doesn't look right. So real simple thing to do is to go to this website. I'm not even going to try to pronounce it. I'm going to butcher it. But anyway, we got our background removed. So we have just the image here. We can download that. Let's go ahead and go back to the paint room here. So when you sign up for it, you click on Paint Builder Pro. This is the screen you're going to be met with, and it'll be empty at first, but you'll be able to start a new project. I'll show you what one of those looks like. So here's what you're looking at with the base car. Starting from the top right, just getting orientated. Car mask, to be completely honest, I think that might have something to do with the sheen of the car if you want to run different textures or anything like that. I'm not sure. I could be talking out my butt right now. I've got to do some more research to learn this program myself. So again, this is more of an overview than a tutorial, but we're going to get you orientated. Moving down, we've got wireframe. We can see that's kind of hard to see. It's pretty light. Turn that opacity up. Real easy to see now. This will show all the body lines. So when you need to line something up just right, get it in the perfect spot, you can move it around as you need it. Sponsor blocks. These are super helpful guides that you can use to paste your images onto the car or your design. Use it to go off of as well, just to get a rough idea of where it's going to look best on the car. Just depends on how you do it, how much time you're willing to put into it, and how crazy you want to get with it. So whatever idea you have in your head, you can put it to use here. We'll go ahead and hide those sponsor blocks, and we got the same thing with our number blocks. We want to run a custom number, which I'll show that real quick. When it comes to that custom number builder, that's going to be right under paint cars, or click number builder. And here we haven't made a new number yet. I like running the sim stamp numbers. It's just in game, because then if you get assigned a different number during a public race, that number will be on the car. And there is plenty, I mean, there's quite a few options in the iRacing paint booth that are built in as far as number fonts and things like that, and things you can do with it. But let's say you want to run a custom number. The options are kind of wild. Put in your number. Say I love running 70, and you can see there's quite a few different options. I'm still scrolling. See, that looks kind of neat. But yeah, you can add a gradient if you want, slant it out whichever way you want, spacing, width, colors. You can add a bevel, you can miter it round. So that's a really useful tool. We can also go right into the showroom where people share their own custom numbers. And let's say we've got our favorite number. We're going to type in 70. See, yeah, there's some pretty cool options here. And what you're going to do is literally, from what I understand it, you're going to download the image. Ooh, send to paint builder. Let's try that. Oh, super simple. Even better. You can just click send to paint builder, or you can download it and then upload it yourself, or if there's any changes that you want to make to it. But all right, so going back to the paint builder now, you might have to refresh your list, but that number did in fact show right up. So we wanted to say run that here, or go ahead and turn the opacity down on the number blocks. You can get it just how you like it. You can rotate, duplicate, you can lock, you can flip, you can mirror. But we're going to be running the sim stamp numbers, so that's what we're going to stick with. And then another thing that we do have, there is this grid, if that's useful to you. Just an extra way to square things up when you're doing your design. And turn that off for now. And then on the left side, some little tidbits. There are base paints. I believe that these are most of the paints that are in-game in iRacing. Some of them, like this one's kind of neat. I love the old school style throwback stuff. So right there, we got the base pattern. So say we want to run red accent, and then I want to change that color to white. Then I'm going to click base pattern 2, change all that red to black. See how she looks. Hey, that's pretty sharp. Let's get some of this stuff out of the way though. We'll go ahead and click the visibility off our number blocks. And the only thing as far as extra stuff, there will be a little Trading Paints logo. You don't have to keep that. You can delete it. All right. And then next up, there are a lot of different graphics already in the game. So you don't necessarily have to go and use AI to generate your own stuff or anything like that, unless you have a really specific idea that you want to try making. If you're not artistic yourself, there is a lot of options in here. Everything from tribal stuff to flames to there's some graffiti. Let's see. And it just keeps going. It looks like a shark. Dragon. So there's some animal stuff too. That's pretty neat. Different words, stripes, splatters, rips, tears, spirals. Some really cool stuff. And that's, I mean, I'm still scrolling. There's a lot of graphics that are already in game. And then another cool thing, if you click insert logo here, let's say you don't want to run a real logo, you just kind of want the colors to match up. You can look through this list here to your heart's content, because these are all fictional. Super cool that they include this kind of thing. So you don't have to worry about uploading stuff unless you want to make a specific design or have an idea in your head. So you can look through that, see all sorts of different colors, different palettes. So if you have an idea in your head for what you want the car to look like, you can find something that works. I like running custom stuff personally, but it is really neat that that is in there. And there's a whole bunch of different, there's iRacing's logo. There might be some real stuff in here. Not a lot that I'm recognizing if there is. But moving on, next most important place you're going to look at is your uploads. So when you want to upload something new, you'll drag or drop it here. Click whatever you want. We already have that, so I'll delete it. But Nice and simple. And then when you want it, you just click on it, it populates, and then you're able to manipulate it to your heart's content. But this is where it's going to keep all your graphics and things like that that you put together. And once you get a nice little library going, if you want to reuse anything, that's always helpful when you're making a new scheme. I've only made a handful so far, but moving forward, we have the option to add text, custom colors, and there's again a whole bunch of different fonts that you can use. Scroll through for a second here so you folks can get an idea. Just about anything for anybody. I'd about guarantee there'll be something in here that you'd like. I'm moving on. We've got draw shapes. Which that we can do things like polygon mode, and then you double click enter. That'll finish your drawing. So whatever you make, you can manipulate it, move it around just like you can everything else. You can lock it in place, duplicate it, flip it, mirror it. We'll go ahead and get rid of that. And it's the same for everything. There's a line mode, curved line, a brush mode, rectangle, circle, ellipse, star mode, a ring mode, regular polygon mode, wedge mode, arc mode, and then there's an arrow mode. Continuing on the left over here, there are several things you can adjust. Literally everything on here. So all the way down to the grill tape is adjustable. So you can go ahead and change that a certain color if you want your grill tape to be whatever. You can change your roll bar, your pit box colors. There's a way to edit your profile image. I still haven't learned everything there is to learn. Big goal today was to just get your guys' feet wet, give you a rough idea of what to expect out of the Trading Paints Paint Builder, so that if this is something that interests you and you want to invest some time into making your own schemes, making something personal, you'll know what you're getting into, kind of. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward program. Again, there's still more that I've got to learn. I'm sure that there's tricks and things I'm missing, so if I am missing anything, I apologize. Let's go ahead and take a look real quick at just a quick scheme that we threw together in, gosh, about 20 minutes. So going back to our projects, we've got this tutorial paint scheme that we threw together. We have our image and our uploads. And you can see, we're going to go ahead and unlock all this stuff. We're going to move it around, but make it so it's clickable. So everything is adjustable. We made a custom banner here. Over that line up. That stroke color will be your outline, I assume. So simpler thing would have just been click the rectangle that had the line and then change the stroke color to match. But you can see here, once you got your design. Oh, another thing real quick. All these layers are movable. So if you have a situation like this where you can see this is overhanging, I mirrored it, it's overhanging over here. So it was covering up this image on the back end. So what we did is we just layered it. There we go. We just layered it. So that's how it was looking before. Got stuff in the wrong spot, but super simple to just drag that to where you need it to. And then it's like it's not even there. But again, all this stuff, like I said, you can maneuver it however you need to. There's different options on the right. It's like you can add shadows. Oh yeah, that's pretty neat. Cool deal. And then you can fill whole panels. We're going to Control Z to undo that though. So when you're all done with your paint job and you think it's looking good. Oh, one more thing. I'm remembering stuff as I go. Just another tip. If you want to run custom contingencies, we were able to find a high definition, or a nicer looking NASCAR race car sticker. So that was super easy to replace because when you show the contingency, there's ours and there's the original. So that one's a fair bit higher def. We could probably make that a little bigger. Just a touch. Yeah, that's pretty close. And then coming right down here, what I did for this was I used the base contingencies, which those aren't adjustable, but able to use them as a guide. So I just got some stuff where I wanted it, placed it all there. I didn't do the driver's side, I just did this side. So what you'd want to do is duplicate it, and then you can flip it, flop it, rotate it. So you're just going to want to rotate it 180 degrees so it's facing the other way. And then what I would recommend is making use of that wireframe and just noting where things are. And you'd be able to easily take that, duplicate it. This one especially. Go ahead and show those contingencies. Just for example, we're going to rotate this guy a couple times. Get it right about there. And then we've got our first one on that side. So it would be pretty simple to go ahead and move those over, but let's go ahead. Now finally, I apologize. When you are feeling like, okay, I'm getting somewhere, it's time to take a look and see how it looks in game. With trading paints opened and downloaded in the background, and I'm not sure if I mentioned it, but that's what it'll look like. That'll refresh and update and show your paint. So we're going to go ahead and hit Sim Preview, and I like running the Sim Stamp number, so that's what we're going to run. We're going to update it, and then we're going to click right back, and we can watch it change. And then in here, this is what I like running about the Sim Stamp number is there's already quite a few options built into the iRacing paint booth, and it's so easy to just switch over and make some changes. So there's the side of the car that's mostly finished. We can take a look at the front end, that little symmetrical design that we got put together. Looks kind of neat. We've got some stickers on the front, so you get the rough idea of what's going on here, what it all entails. But yeah, so that's a pretty neat little trick. It's a really neat program. I can't recommend it enough. It really has been helpful, and it's been nice being able to make my own schemes without having to learn a whole new program. At least not as in-depth of a program as Photoshop or GIMP. All right, so back, and I mean, you'll get to a point where you can do some pretty cool stuff. You get an idea in your head and you see it, be able to put it into practice. But I hope that this was helpful. If you guys have any questions or anything I can do to help, please let me know in the comments. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, I also love playing iRacing myself, so I oftentimes share content related to NASCAR 25 and iRacing, and then I also share the occasional odd, funny video of me playing some weird game with my dad, who's a disabled veteran, my two brothers, who we have a good time. But primary focus, I just love stock car racing. I love racing in general, and I love helping people. So I hope that this was helpful for you. I hope that maybe this encourages someone out there to check it out and follow through. Maybe go ahead and subscribe for a year. More than worth it. But thank you guys so much for your time. Thank you for watching. Take care. I'll see you in the next one. God bless you. Thanks again for watching, folks, and bearing with me. I hope that tutorial was helpful. Again, if anybody's got any questions, go ahead and drop them in the comments. I'd be happy to look stuff up or help you with anything that you need. I appreciate it. Just want to give a shout out to everybody that's subscribed. I think we're sitting at about 76 right now, so we're knocking on the door of 100 subscribers, and I couldn't do it without all you folks watching. So just want to say thank you all very much for the support. You guys take care, and I'll see you in the next one.